Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today is the first day Rouge members can finally shop the Sephora Holiday Savings Event. I already placed my initial same-day delivery order. I've loved everything I've purchased so far, but there are a few other items that I've had my eye on. Everything I've purchased, I knew I was getting 100%, but a couple other things have found their way to my shopping cart, and they are available locally. I always like to stop by the store anyhow just to see if there's anything else that catches my attention. A lot of times I'm inspired by some of the holiday sets, and there are a couple of fragrances that I would like to try in person. So I'm going to take you with me to my local Sephora, shop around a little bit, see what we can find, and then I'm going to come back and share what will likely be my final Sephora Holiday Savings Event haul. And we're back. As you can see by the giant Sephora shopping bag behind me, the shopping trip was a success. I always love running in store the first day of the savings event. There's always so much energy, little buzz. It was pretty busy in store. Hard to find parking, but this location is generally pretty busy and it's Halloween weekend, so a lot of people were running in, I'm sure, to grab last minute things. There were a lot of people sitting down to get their makeup done, which was pretty cool. And I got to see some of my favorite sales associates who always help me at Sephora. I chit-chatted with them for a little bit. I also picked up some of my favorite restocks, and I checked the mail before I came back up, and I did receive a couple items that I'm going to show you as well. So let's dig in to this giant bag. I also had a Sephora credit card reward, pretty decent sized one, so I made two separate purchases because you cannot get your discount along with the Sephora rewards, so I used my rewards and then I got my discount on the rest of the items. Oh my goodness, I got some really good stuff. Okay, so I'm going to begin with the obvious, the essential. I am so happy this is back in stock. I remember I wanted to talk about it couple weeks ago leading up to the sale. I just kind of checked to see, okay, is it there? And they only had the mini size. They were sold out of the 8 ounce, which this is obviously the better buy, and this is what I'm used to using, so this is back in stock. It is available online, but you could tell quantities were already starting to dwindle in store because I purchased 2. I really love it, and then there were 2 left besides the tester, so maybe they have more in the back, but I think that's probably a bad sign since today is only the first day. This is such a popular body scrub because it works. Doesn't smell great, in fact, it smells a little bit bad, but it just has the best grit where it really does feel like you are physically exfoliating the body, sloughing off all of the dead skin. It has 10% AHA, so let me see. Glycolic acid, lactic acid, combined to a level of 10%. It has pumice microcrystals and colloidal oatmeal to help soothe the skin, so it has the physical and the chemical exfoliators. I love this stuff because between sunless tans, when it starts to get really patchy, you really have to kind of scrub off the last little remnants of the old sunless tan. The scrub is also great for anybody who might get breakouts on their body. So if you maybe have some chest acne, some back acne, it's kind of hard to reach back there, but I know sometimes because my hair is so long right on my back that I'll get little breakouts also from my sports bra sometimes, like right here on the shoulders, right where the sports bra strap is. So I always will scrub my back with this as well. You can hear the little pumice crystals in there. What makes this scrub better than a sugar scrub or some of the other more delicious, yummy smelling scrubs is that it's not sugar, it's not going to disintegrate, it doesn't turn to nothing in the water, in the shower. So you can scrub as long as it takes, and it's not going to melt into the shower. It smells horrible. Consider yourself warned, it does not smell nice. I'm going to save the best items for last. I also picked up a couple more brushes, the Sephora Pro brushes, because they're 30% off, which is the best possible deal. And there was actually one brush that I spotted in store the little demo brush looks amazing and they didn't have it. So I may place an order for that brush. It's a foundation brush. I have a lot of foundation brushes, but I like to have backups to my backups. That way I don't have to clean my brushes constantly. So I picked up quite a few. I also like to stock up on my eyeshadow brushes because these get dirty really quickly and I will spot clean them. I have a couple different brush cleaners that you can kind of just wipe it off on the towel in between deep cleans. But I still like to have as many eye brushes as possible because it just makes it so much easier. So this is a 26 brush. I don't think I have one of these. I haven't seen it in person, but the tester looked really good in store. So this says it's good for liquids or powders. This is exactly what I was looking for. It's the Pro Crease 26 brush. I talk a lot about the 19. The 19 is very tapered. It's a little bit more precise, whereas this one is a bit fluffier, which I don't think you can ever have too many fluffy brushes. The limit does not exist because you always need a fluffy brush to kind of help blend out whatever you have going on the eye. Kind of kicking myself that I didn't pick up a second one, but because this is the first time I ever purchased this brush, I wasn't sure how it would fan out and if it would be fluffy enough, but this looks great. Speaking of the 19, I think I already have two 19s, but I love it, so I picked up a third, and then I also purchased one of these, I think, during the last savings event. It's the 24. So this is great for depth and dimension in the outer V. It's tapered, but it's a little bit smaller. But it's not quite as long as the 19. Yeah, I know I've purchased a 24 before. So you can see the size difference. This is the 26, and this is the 24. And this is the 19 brush. This is another great crease brush. 26, 24, 19. I would say these are my three favorite eye brushes from Sephora. This is great for going deeper in the crease. This can blend out really precise areas, also great for depth and dimension in the outer V. And this is just a great fluffy brush for the crease, for touch-up, for just blending anything and everything. Those I really got just as backups. I have so many eye brushes, but I'm constantly needing more clean brushes. But this was an essential because I want to say I only have one similar brush, maybe two, but they get dirty really quickly. So this is the 18 pencil brush. They call it the Pro Shadow Brush, but it's basically a pencil brush. It's for liquids, creams, or powders. This looks really nice. It's dome shape. And I think it's a little bit bigger than the pencil brush that I currently use, which I do every day to blend out the lower lash line. And I usually just use the same brush. I spot clean it, but it gets dirty really quickly. So this I needed. And I actually think the shape of this one will be perfect. Yeah, it's dense, but it's not too dense. It's nice and fluffy, so it's going to be nice and forgiving underneath the eye. Ooh. Maybe I should have picked up two 18 brushes as well. This is the perfect shape. And this is another foundation brush. I love the 56. I recently picked up the 70. I had not seen this shape before. It looks really interesting. It says it's for liquids, creams, powders, or sticks. And it looks kind of long and fluffy. Reminds me a little bit of the Marc Jacobs #1 foundation brush that I used to love and talk about those Marc Jacobs foundation brushes all the time. And then they discontinued them, unfortunately. I'm still holding out hope that they bring back the Marc Jacobs brushes because they were severely underrated. Oh, how interesting. Okay, so it's not quite as big, but I kind of like it. I am so excited to use this with a foundation. Ooh, because it feels really soft. Like it can just lightly buff on everything, and it's not so dense that it's gonna drag across the skin. This is an interesting shape. I'm excited to test this out. I've been on a bit of a setting spray kick lately because I've been incorporating it into my concealer routine every single day. And so I finished 2 bottles of setting sprays, the Too Faced, the Tatcha, and I remember really liking this Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, except I had the small bottle, the mini size, which is still a really great size. I got a little bit more than halfway through. I think I probably had a third of the product left, and the nozzle broke. And at the time, I didn't have any other like spray bottle that I could transfer it to. I felt like it was kind of a waste to go out and purchase something. So I think I ended up throwing it away. But I really liked it because it left a really beautiful sheen, almost like hairspray to set the makeup. It really worked, and it just looked beautiful, and it kept everything in place, really locked in the makeup. So I went with the full size because I'm hoping that I won't have any sort of nozzle issues. It wasn't the product, it was the packaging that gave me an issue. So this is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, Party All Night, Stay All Day. See, it looks really pretty. And it just has a really fine mist. See. It smells nice. Kind of floral. But I remember feeling like it almost left a little bit of a glow to the skin. That really smells good. So now that I'm going through some of my facial mists, I'm going to start trying them all so I can figure out which one is the best. I picked up 2 fragrances when I was in store. I was torn between whether or not to pick up one of the gift sets or to just go with the fragrance. I figure I have so much already, I would be good and just go for the fragrance. The first is Giorgio Armani Si Passion Eau de Parfum. I love this fragrance so much, and it's been a long time favorite, but a recent obsession. I don't remember the first time I smelled this. I think this was available when I worked at Nordstrom, but I received a little sample, one of the little mini bottles, and I would smell it from time to time. It was always a fragrance that I really, really liked, but you can't really, it's one of those samples that you have to just dab, so I wasn't really wearing it very much. I knew I really liked it, but I didn't have a bottle that I could properly wear, so I was shopping with my husband. I ended up purchasing the little travel size roller ball because he was like, yes, that is amazing. He kind of confirmed what I already knew. And I've been wearing it so much. I took it with me on vacation. I think I'll probably take it with me when we travel for the holidays. And I've been wearing it constantly. So I know I'm going to need a full-size bottle, and I figured if I get 20% off, I might as well pick it up now. I did go with the 30 ml, the 1 fluid ounce, so this is the smallest possible large bottle. It's a fruity floral fragrance. Keynotes include sparkling pear, rose, and woody vanilla. To me, it smells very luscious and fruity and a bit sensual, a bit seductive. The color red of this bottle matches the fragrance inside perfectly. It's very passionate, it's warm, it's a little bit fiery, but not in a spicy way, just like intense, unapologetic. It smells so nice. One of the prettiest rose fragrances, and it's not really a traditional rose. That's not a note that really shines through. I want to say it also has maybe a lychee or a passion fruit, some other more exotic fruit in there. It smells incredible. I'm just going to spritz it on. I can't help myself. It smells so good. This is a wow fragrance. Now that I have a bottle that actually sprays, I'm excited to wear this a lot more. You know, if you watch my fragrance videos, that I have a lot of fragrances. It takes a lot. It takes a really special fragrance now to really speak to me or get me excited, because not that I've smelled it all, been there, done that, but I have a lot of really incredible, very expensive, luxury niche fragrances. I feel like if I'm going to add a fragrance to my collection, it has to be able to stand up with all of those other fragrances. Otherwise, I'm not going to grab it. I'm not going to wear it because I'll go for my more amazing fragrances. This is one of the best smelling fragrances. I will grab this over more expensive fragrances in my collection. It's that good. I knew with certainty I was going to pick up the Si Passion. I just wasn't sure whether or not I should get one of the sets or just get the fragrance. This was unexpected. I knew I wanted to try the new YSL Libre Le Parfum because I did not love the original. And then they came out with the Intense, and I thought, okay, it's kind of getting better, but I can't get there. I can't get excited about it. And this was such a popular fragrance, and it's really pretty. There's nothing wrong with it. I guess it was built up so much, and I remember seeing photos of the bottle and thinking, oh my gosh, this is going to be amazing. This bottle is so chic. It is very YSL. That when I smelled it, I kind of thought, it's okay. I felt like it was very overrated, but I've heard so many great reviews and recommendations for the new concentration. So the first fragrance that I smelled in store today, and it was so strong and intense. I knew I really liked it right off the bat, but it truly is bold. I basically couldn't smell anything else that I tried. I could smell some of the other fragrances, but anything that was really light on the blotter card, nothing. You can tell the juice is much deeper. It's more of a caramel amber color. Cannot get over this bottle. I love how they incorporated the logo. It looks so sleek and chic. I'm not sure I would consider this to be uber spicy, but a little bit sweet. Just really nice. It's very vanilla. I smell a very warm, sensual vanilla. And I used my Sephora credit card reward for this one, so I went for the larger bottle. I think this is the 1.7 fluid ounce bottle. If you're interested to hear more thoughts on this fragrance, tomorrow I'm sharing the best designer fragrances for fall winter. And most of the fragrances, if not all of them, are available at Sephora, so you can take advantage of the savings. The last fragrance item I have to share is one of the replica candles. This is by the fireplace. This smells incredible. Replica actually sent me a candle. I received a beautiful little PR box. It came with the candle and a really gorgeous kind of aesthetic box of matches. And I love the candle so much, and I thought, I know exactly who would love this. Probably should have just saved it and gifted that one, but I picked this up as a gift, so I'm not going to unwrap or unbox this for you, but it just smells really amazing. Again, kind of perfect for fall winter. It just feels like s'mores, being by the campfire, and candles are always such a great gift. It's a little keepsake item, a little decor piece. Every time they light it, they'll think of you. And they can hold on to the jar afterwards and use it for something else if they want to. If they don't like the scent, they can always just keep it and display it, because these candles, like a designer, a nice candle, always looks really beautiful. I was smelling all of the candles when I was in store. There was another candle that I might have to purchase. It was called Fleur Shadow, bright pink jar, so gorgeous. One of the prettiest floral smelling candles. It's not very fall winter. It's definitely more of a spring candle, but I really liked the smell of it. Oh, so nice. I'm starting to realize I have a candle shopping problem. I placed a Bath & Body Works order because I feel like those are the candles that I go through most quickly. And then I also placed an Overose candle order. I believe the brand, I think that's what it's called. The brand is carried at Sephora, but not the particular candle I wanted. The croissant candle was sold out for a very long time. It has a cult following, and I heard so many people saying it was the best candle they've ever smelled. So I checked recently, it was back in stock, and I ordered two. I've never smelled the candle before in my life, but I'm hoping that when it arrives, I will love the candle. I imagine I will. And I saw people selling it on eBay and Mercari for twice the price. So it's very popular. It has to be a good candle. I think I tricked myself into thinking we need more candles because I have them stored away out of sight. So I end up just purchasing more and more and more. But I was adding the Bath & Body Works candles to the little drawer, and I realized that, oh my goodness, we have an overstock of candles. So I am done. I'm officially cut off from purchasing candles, but this is a gift, so it doesn't count. I did receive some mail. I figured I might as well show you. This is from Westman & Atelier. I'm glad they sent this because I was planning to pick this up. I wasn't 100% sure whether or not I was going to or not, but I did receive a couple requests to review this product. It's the new Vital Skincare Complexion Drops, and they sent over shade 4. So I'm hoping this is the right shade. I love all of my Westman Atelier products. I love the stick foundation, of course the highlighter. I'm wearing it today. So I imagine these will be really good. Whoever creates the packaging for Westman Atelier needs a raise. The packaging is always so pretty. Tiny, but beautiful. Very small, but dainty. I imagine you have to give this a shake. Let's see. Even though it's a small plastic bottle, it just looks and feels incredibly luxurious. Oh yeah. Oh, it's very thin. It's already starting to run down my hand. Yeah, this shade should work for me. Smells interesting. That could also be the body scrub. It looks very glowy, very light and skin-like. I'm gonna test this out. And then Iconic London, another one of my favorite brands, this Underglow Blurring Primer. I actually swatched this in store today and I thought about getting it, but I'm just not really in the market for primers, so I'm really glad they sent this over. They also included their Super Smoother Blurring Skin Tint. It's the shade Warm Light. I haven't heard any reviews of this yet, but this looked so pretty on the skin. It has glow, because when I think of Iconic London, I think of really beautiful glowing skin. And when I saw blurring, I thought, I don't know why in my head I thought, oh, it's going to be mattifying, or it's going to be more like fuzzy, powdery finish, and it's not. It actually has a really beautiful glow to it, but it's more of a soft focus glow, not greasy. This Iconic London Super Smoother feels super smooth. It feels really nice. Of course, I applied a little bit on the back of my hand. I think this should work for me. It's just a skin tint. Can't really see a huge difference in the two hands right now. This has Iconic London, this has Westman Atelier. I need to do a proper test on the face. But I do like the idea of a really sheer foundation, something for, no makeup days. And that completes what will most likely be my final haul for the Sephora Holiday Savings Event this year. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it and you liked seeing what I picked up. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Leave me your comments, questions down below. I am very curious, what are you picking up from the event this year? Drop me a comment. Let me know what are your favorite items. As always, I will be linking everything mentioned. Everything on my face will be listed down below in the description box for your convenience. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.